I'm Jennifer Love. This is your weekly love connection for the week of January 29th through February 4th. This week we are celebrating the pagan holiday of Imbolc. It is the celebration of the goddess Bridget, and it celebrates the midway point between the winter solstice and the beginning of the winter solstice and the spring solstice. So it's kind of the beginning of spring. So I thought Imbolc is actually February 1st. It's kind of in the middle of this week. So I thought we would use the Seasons of the Witch Imbolc Oracle by Lorraine Anderson and Juliet Diaz. I love these decks. I have I think 4 or 5 of them now, but I think they're probably going to do one for every pagan holiday wheel of the year, so I'm pretty excited to see the rest of the holidays. But it's a beautiful deck. There's such great meanings in every card. I've been practicing with it a while so I could use it for the weekly reading, and any oracle deck you can apply to love readings. It's really neat. So let's get started. You can choose a card from 1 to 3, or I've assigned a card for your situation. Card number 1 is for folks who are in crisis and need immediate answers and support. Card number 2 is if you happen to be single, and card number 3 is for those in relationships who just want a little guidance. So let's go. If you chose card number 1, this is the Serpent, and it's card number 38, and it says, slither through and out as you shed in preparation for a new beginning. So it's not only about a new beginning, which is, kind of the point of the holiday, is that we're celebrating the return of the spring and creativity and new beginnings. But if you feel like you're in some kind of crisis with your love life, this is also a card about second chances and forgiveness. So if you feel like you are wanting a second chance with someone, or if you're wondering if you should give someone a second chance, the answer is probably yes. And perhaps reinventing yourself. You know how a serpent sheds their skin? That could be something. Or if this person is coming back as like a whole new person, they've kind of reinvented themselves somehow, or like changed their behavior. That could be a really good sign for you this week. So definitely if someone doesn't come to you with, forgiveness in their heart, or they've made a big mistake and they're not, sorry about it, that's not what we're talking about. But, if you're ready for forgiveness and new beginnings, and this person comes to you and they're definitely have made a big change and they're willing to work on things, then maybe give it a second chance. Card number 2 is Rosemary Bread, and it's card number 35. And it says, share and commune with the ones who mean the most to you. Break bread with the spirit of rosemary, which will call for healing and mend. So if you're single or newly single, if you've been interacting with someone and the relationship is kind of in separation, or it feels like you're in a rocky place, this is a signal to mend fences or repair the relationship. And it probably means that you're the one that has to reach out. You're going to have to be the bigger person here. You're going to have to break bread, so to speak, and really reach out, extend the olive branch. Maybe even apologize, even if you feel like you didn't do anything wrong, because somebody has to be the bigger person, right? Somebody has to make the first step towards healing the rift, healing the relationship. So this card is a sign of healing, though. So it's a good indication that whatever going on between the two of you can be repaired, it can be healed, but it's also saying that you need to make the first move. You need to take a step and mend fences because both parties are hurting, both parties have ego involved, and it may be difficult for the other person to silence their ego enough to extend, their forgiveness. So if you want to heal it, you're going to have to make the first move. And finally, card number 3. This is weather divination, and it is card number 42 here. It says, I trust in what I feel, for what I feel are signs to pay mind to. So it also has like words here that says thunder, wind, and what does that say? Soul. Wow. So you are being asked to trust your intuition, first of all, but also to realize that you don't always have the complete story, and that intuition always isn't always perfect, and you don't always have the whole story, right? When you have a partner, you learn things about each other over time, but it's not always perfect. You don't always have the whole picture of somebody, and you constantly learn new things about people all the time, and we're all constantly growing and changing as people. So my advice to you is to always try your best with somebody, but to know that you're never going to be perfect. And of course, the other person's never going to be perfect either. So we're all just doing the best that we can all the time. So you have to allow yourself the grace to make mistakes, and the other person has to allow you grace as well. So release yourself from the perfectionism, and your partner has to also do the same for you. So give yourself permission to not know the end of the story, even if you really want to. Some people really want oracle cards and tarot cards and divination to tell them the end of the story. I want to know how it turns out. Give me guidance. I want to know the future. I want to know the ending. But sometimes we're not meant to know. We're not meant to know the ending because it's supposed to play out a certain way. And for you not to know is the way it's supposed to play out. So you have to be patient in the not knowing, which can be frustrating, but that's how life is. We have to be patient in the not knowing and let the weather carry us sometimes. You have to flow like the wind. So that is kind of could be frustrating message this week, but let yourself be imperfect and go with the flow, and sometimes not know the answer. I hope you enjoyed the messages this week, and I'll see you next week. Bye.